So again, I'm using the Mavi Uchida Le Pen Flex brush pen. And when I came across these earlier in the year, I was absolutely astounded by them, for the main reason that they can produce this shape. Now, this is the closest you will get to a tool being able to write Copperplate Script like a pointed flexible nib. Now, there are some basic issues. So the first thing is this is collapsed. This is collapsed a little bit. It's collapsed here. And it's sort of rough up to here. When I actually decided, you know what, let me just actually slow down and concentrate on doing these letters and breathe a little bit slower. So your breath is really important, but you know, it's not a nib. So asking it to do what a nib does is foolish, because you'll only be disappointed. So just be conscious of what the tool can do. Now, we looked at a vertical aspect for this tool, and we looked at a slanted aspect for this tool. And this aspect is very different in that I'm not doing this on the side. Most people do this on the side. They sort of hold the tool on the side and they press here and they roll over and they come back down. They do this and they do this. I actually find this quite painful, because there are always issues with the joins, and this line is not necessarily the same size as this line, and then this line is not the same thickness as this line. But you know, that's just me. I'm showing you my take on this and how I would approach this. I would probably, if you really want to use the tool on the side, maybe work a little bit bigger. But for me, I fell in love with these pens, these Le Pen Flex brush pens, because they really do have an amazing capacity for flexing like a pointed flexible nib. Now, I have a augmented brush hole that I developed, which you can find in the Copperplate Script manual, or there are some bits and pieces of it on YouTube. But there is more information in the PScribe Calligraphy classes group, and more information to come in the concerted practice study group, which is still open. But once that group starts, we will close it to membership. And what I found really amazing about this tool is the fact that you can draw the script really finely, or by using the augmented brush hole that I developed, I stupidly didn't do what I've been telling you to do. So 2, 3, and 3, and 3. So I don't know if you noticed that I moved from a finger movement into a wrist movement, into an arm movement, and back into a wrist movement, and then back into wrist, upper finger, finger, upper finger, wrist. So all these movements are really important for understanding the script. And these two variations in the script structure are really fascinating because you get to see the tool on its side here being used like most people would use it, not a problem there, or being used like I would use it, which requires a lot more control, but it also allows you to do so that's quite fun, you know, a nice little interesting, different way to play with the tool and play with the letters, and you sort of twist and turn and lift and come back down, so you end up with this sort of eaten away bit. And if you really have the time or the inclination, you could go back in and add a different color and fill that in separately, which obviously would take a ton of time. So I hope that's been helpful.